morning, afternoon, or evening. I go by the name of Solo. Welcome back to Solo Driven. Now, if you tuned in to last week's video, we took the Hades Cobra out for a cruise, finally, to Cars and Coffee. It was my first ever Cars and Coffee attendance. It was pretty fun, even though I showed up late and the weather was kind of messing with everybody, so everyone went ahead and took off early. Link to the description right here, or right there, I believe. I think it's right there. Now, we have been working a lot on the Catfish lately, but now that we got this car fully registered with current plates, we can go ahead and pick up where we left off in modding this car. Now, I've been having these mods for quite some time, so without further ado, let me show you what I've been having stashed up. So here are all the mods that I've been stashing for quite some time. So a little about what we have here. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, which is the headers. We finally have long tube headers along with the X-pipe. Now this car does have an aftermarket X-pipe, but that is to fit the stock manifold. I know a lot of people like the sound of this exhaust, the tone of it, but you know, I'm just unsatisfied with it. The fitment, just a lot of things that I find con more than pros. So we're gonna go ahead and change it with a MagnaFlow 3-inch exhaust system. This one currently is a 2.5, so we're gonna go with a bigger exhaust system, which is 3 inches. Gonna allow the car to perform better, and following it with these headers and the new X-pipe. We have something here from Stifler's, video on that next week, and right under it we have the lethal return style fuel system. Now this I've been having longest out of all the things here. This is the full E85. It comes with everything that you need to fully convert the fuel system, minus the injector. So I can't wait to put that on, get it tuned, and finally start running E85. This is something that I talked about like 2 years ago when I first started my channel. I think it was 2 years ago, about running E85, and I've been having it. I've been sitting on it. I just need a few things. I did have the injectors, but I ended up selling them. So we just need to get new injectors. I'm either thinking the Decas or back to ID injectors. So I don't know, still kind of, you know, drawing on the board with that, but we'll see and try and get this tuned to E85 ASAP. So yeah, guys, I can't wait to install all this stuff. Now we are going to be messing with the headers today. These are used headers, so they're a little beat up and not the best looking, but we're going to combat that today and we're going to wrap them. Now, for those that don't know much about header wraps, here are some benefits to doing so. Number one is that wrapping the headers is going to allow the engine to think that your headers are a lot longer than what they actually are. It's going to retain that heat inside the header pipe and allow the gases to move freely and better throughout the headers and the exhaust system. So it's not really more so to keep the engine bay cool. It's really to just retain the heat so those gases flow a lot better. So let me show y'all what I got. Check it out here. We got the header wrap. This is the titanium wrap, which I think looks really, really cool. Let's see if I can get it right here. Kind of has, yeah, that kind of goldish, rustic kind of look, shiny. Real nice stuff. Titanium wrap is a lot better than the fiberglass wrap. Now this titanium wrap is essentially lava rock that has been melted down and reused for this type of stuff right here. So this is a lot better. A little bit more pricier, but I went ahead and bought this on Amazon. Very, very cheap as opposed to other companies. So we're going to go ahead and try these out. Now, when you wrap your headers and you install them, for the first initial hour or two, you are going to see some smoking coming out from this product. That's completely normal. After that, it will not burn, nor will the color fade away. So it's going to, you know, remain this color. The camera's not really picking it up, but it's gonna remain this color for at least 5 years. Another cool thing is that these, I wasn't expecting these to come with the I got 2 rolls here. 2 rows of 50 feet each by 2-inch width. And I didn't know that they were gonna come with these, but they came with these what are they called? These metal kind of ties here. I thought I was gonna have to buy them separately, but I don't know if they were in the Christmas spirit or not, but greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get this stuff wrapped up because there's actually a little bit of science and planning behind it. This is my first time ever wrapping headers, period. So it might not come out that good, but to each his own. There's not really no blueprint into wrapping headers. All of them are different, and all of them are going to come out different depending on the curve, where they, you know, touch and blink up. You know, there's too many different factors, and that's why wrapping headers, you have to do a lot of pre-planning before you even begin wrapping the headers. Alright, so I know that these headers are going to be a complete nightmare. They're going to be a headache because we have a lot of areas where they kind of touch here. Essentially what you want to do is start with a pipe that has the least amount of pipes touching together. So it's looking like this one. Matter of fact, let me see here. Yeah, this one is the one that we're going to start with first. You're going to want to start with the bottom of the collector, work your way all the way up, tie it down, and move on to the second one that has the least amount of touching here. It looks like this last one right here is the one that we're going to do last, because right there you can see there is no space at all. It's actually touching. Hopefully we won't have any rattling coming from that. You know what, guys? I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of wing this, because I really, like I said, this is my first time wrapping headers, so I'll just kind of give you any keynotes that I find out along the way. Alright guys, here's the finished product. I'm not gonna lie, this was quite a task. These are not the easiest headers to wrap. BBK, if some of y'all may know, they pretty much have no space in between each pipe. So this was not easy at all. It took me about like 2.5 hours to finish wrapping all of this, but nonetheless, we do got them wrapped up. I stopped right here, and this is all wrapped up. Pretty decent for a first job. So there we go. We're all done. All we got to do is get them installed. So up next for the Cobra, we're going to be installing this stiffler product. Then after that, we're going to take it to the shop to get the headers installed. Then after that, we're going to be installing the new MagnaFlow exhaust system. Then after that, we're going to take it back to the shop to get the differential put on. And I cannot wait to get all this stuff put on and also hear what the new exhaust setup is going to sound like. Now, I know that today's video is not the most action-packed video, but that's kind of the beauty behind the madness. When I bought the Hades Cobra, it had his fair share amount of work that needed to be done with, you know, minimal performance upgrades. I think we had a intake, exhaust, and an SRA swap. So this whole entire time, I've just been kind of fixing all the stuff that was neglected prior to my ownership. So nonetheless, we're on the right track. We're on the road, slowly but surely. But anyways, guys, that's gonna end today's video. I'm full of fiberglass. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button for support, and remember, be motivated, stay driven.